Dobar den, Zdravejte, and welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure. This is week 2 without Lynn. She's still in the UK visiting family, but she will be back next week, so I'm sure she'll tell you all about it then. What have I been up to this week? Well, firstly, weather-wise, it's still a bit autumnal. It's chilly in the mornings and the evenings, but today we've got a high of 29 degrees, and tomorrow it's 32, so for this time of year, that's not bad. I'm going to make the most of it, try and do some outside work, but we'll just see how it goes. Something else I did this week was I got some more building materials, and once again I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with Pavi 2012. The service in the building yard was excellent, delivery was within 2 hours, and the prices were very good. So a quick hint if you're doing any renovation work, try and shop local, sometimes you'll get a bargain. My OSB that I bought was 2/3 the price that it is in the big stores, so it's certainly worth checking out. Something else that happened this week was we had the water meter read. Now the fellow who comes to read the meter basically told me that this is the last time it'll be read before April next year. I need to insulate the water meter itself to make sure it doesn't freeze over winter, but they're going to give me estimated bills, and then he asked me how much do I want the estimates to be. We agreed an amount of water that I'm supposed to be using, and when the April reading comes round it'll be adjusted, but I've never been asked to set my own estimates before, but it keeps things ticking over and very friendly, and that's that done for this year. I've also been getting on with some of the work that needs to be done here, on top of looking after myself and Max, of course, and this week's main job has been up in the loft. Let me show you what we've been doing. This week's job is sorting out this piece of wall. Now this is right above Max's door, and you remember I replaced the ceiling, put these boards back in which need fixing down, and some sort of surface put over the top, but my priority is this wall here. You can see there's a few bricks missing, there's bits of old mud brick which aren't holding in place. All this is washed away over the years. There was no actual mortar used, it was all mud to hold the bricks together, and that's been washing away over the years as well, which is why we've got this bit of collapse in this corner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prop up the joists and the wood at the top here, so I can remove the bricks, clean it up, replace the bricks and mortar them into place properly, so we get a solid brick wall here. That will solve any problems in the future, hopefully. And it basically means I'm making this corner of the roof a lot more solid. So that's my job. Let's get on with it. So now I have my supports in place. I have this support supporting that beam. I've got this support at the back supporting the one that runs down the wall there. And I've got this one over here supporting the beam that runs down from this beam up above us into the wall. Now they're all to take weight off of this beam here. Now this is the beam that is directly above the bricks, and the bricks are supposed to be supporting it in this corner. My next job is to remove the bricks, so I'll be doing it very carefully, a brick at a time, just easing them out, because caution is the watchword here. I am underneath quite a lot of wood and tile, so I want that to stay up there. But we'll take that out, see where we're at, and then I can see exactly what I've got to rebuild and just how big the job really is. So here we go, let's see how well this works. Now I've started removing all the bricks and bits and pieces. This area here is enormous. It's a huge hole which should be supporting stuff. The bricks luckily are interlocked. Some lay sideways, some lay through the walls, so they're all supporting each other to a degree. But I think my first job is I've got to make a solid platform here so that I've got something to build up from. I don't think this is going to be a particularly quick job because I think I need to do it in stages. So I think I need to build a platform, let it set, take out, build a platform, let it set, take out, and work my way up. So my first job then is sorting out this area here, getting rid of all the loose dust and debris, and then building it back up again so that I can put in a solid foundation to work up from. So I've given myself a flat level foundation. It's packed out with concrete and bricks, well, mortar and brick, ready for me to build up the next layer once that dries. But I'll give that a chance to set. I'll come back to that tomorrow or the day after and do the next stage. So like I say, it's going to be a slow and in bits process, but we'll see how we go. Well, it's been just over a day now since I put this base in. It's now set up enough for me to be able to start working my way back up and building up a solid column in this corner to support the beams. Now it's going to be, as I say, a slow process, so I won't show you me laying every single brick, but we'll see how far we get and assess our progress by the end of the week. This is our progress so far. You can see at the bottom I've got a nice solid base all mortared together. It's set up nicely for me to carry on working my way up the pile here. Now the next bit I've got to do is I've got to remove some of those bricks or clean up around the bricks because they're going through the wall rather than across the wall. So that's a bit of a tricky bit, which is why I've left it until the other stuff is set up. But from there I can work my way up into the corner, and once it's all done, hopefully render it. But that won't be this week. I'll show you more of this next week. Well, that's the work that I've been doing upstairs, and I have to admit, when I got up there and had a really close look at it, it was worse than I thought it was going to be. I'm having to take it slowly, but it will get done, and it will be a lot more solid than it was before I started. I'm going to intersperse that with other jobs. We're looking to do some new kennels for the dogs, that sort of thing. So we'll keep you posted on the jobs we do. In other news, there are birthdays this week. Firstly, happy birthday, Nick. I know it's your birthday today. I hope you have a great day. I'm sure you will. And let the others spoil you. The other birthday that's happening this week is tomorrow, and that's my brother's birthday. It's one of those significant birthdays. So happy birthday, Mike. Have a great day and enjoy yourself. So that's probably about it for me this week. As I said earlier, Lynn will be back next week, so normal service will be resumed. But until then, I just have to say, stay safe, be well, do skoro.